All right, good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the Brevard Sports Network and our continuing coverage of Pop Warner football. 8U action here between the Wolves and the Hawks.
And the Wolves will start first and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Wolves will take over first and 10. Hawks won the toss, decided to defer. And again, for those watching from West Volusia, I do not have a roster, so unfortunately, there's a handoff there to the running back. Running back trying to find some room. Gets a little bit to the outside. Gets a gain of about 2 or 3 yards on the play, as that'll bring up second down for the Wolves. Hill picks up about 4 yards on the play. And, of course, that fell on the floor. All right, here we go. 2nd and 6 for the Wolves. Ball on the 39-yard line.
And we got a flag on the play. And it looks to be a false start.
False start on the Wolves, so the 4 yards they picked up will be negated by a 5-yard loss, and it's now going to be 2nd and 11 there on the 33-yard line. And fumble on the handoff. Number 11 trying to get to the outside, able to turn the corner and picks up a couple of yards on the play.
Number 11, Chase Fullis.
Again, I do not have a roster for West Volusia, so I can only call numbers. Here we are, 8U action. It's going to be third and about 8. And fumbled snap. And fumble's been recovered by SUNTREE VIERA. And SUNTREE VIERA, the defense starts out hot and creating the turnover.
Hawks will take over first and 10 at the 35-yard line.
First and 10 from the 35 is where the Hawks will take over as we look at this 8U squad. And again, so many names to watch out for. You know, Carter Duvall, Jennings Jones.
First and 10 for the Hawks.
They like to use multiple quarterbacks. Here's Jennings Jones. Jones trying to get to the outside. Jones cuts back inside where he's got some blockers. Shaking and shifting, makes a man miss, and finally wrapped up by a pack of Wolves.
2nd and 5 for the Hawks.
And that'll be a 5-yard pickup as there's a down Wolf. Brevard Sports Network policy. We do not show injuries, nor do we speculate. Trust me when I tell you I'm not a doctor, nor did I stay at a Holiday Inn Express last night. As they check out the Wolf that's down. As we have an opportunity to talk about another one of our great partners for the day. Total Spine and Orthopedics. You don't have to live with pain. If you suffer from neck, back, arm, leg, hip, knee, or joint pain, Total Spine and Orthopedics board-certified doctors and minimally invasive treatments are here to help you get back to doing the things that you enjoy most in life without the painful distractions. Call today at to book your free MRI review at 321-499-4646 or visit them online at www.totalspineortho.com. As the Wolf walks off under his own power, we are back to football. 7:20 left to go here in the first quarter. And Jones in the backfield. He's got number 39, Gabriel Artura, in as the back. Motions a man. And we're trying to get number 13, Christopher Nelson, involved. And Nelson jumps on that football. And they'll lose a yard on that fumble. It's 3rd and 6 for the Hawks with 6:52 left to go here in quarter number 1. And Nelson takes the end around. Nelson down the sideline with a stiff arm and ends up throwing himself to the ground on the stiff arm. But they will have just enough for a SUNTREE VIERA Hawk first down. Christopher Nelson on the end around, 6 yards on the play with 6.5 minutes left to go here in quarter number 1. Jones sends Nelson again. Jones now will run the opposite direction. Jones, stutter step. Jones to the sideline and will be thrown out of bounds. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, possibly a yard. And it will bring up second down. 2nd and 10. He got just back to the line of scrimmage. Good job on the breakdown there by that Wolves defender. Breakdown, use the sideline as an extra defender, and make Jones think about it. Jones on the snap. Gives off to Artura, but there's a flag on the play. It's going to be a false start on the Hawks. That'll back them up 5 yards. So it'll be 2nd and 15 for the Hawks. And there's a run to the outside. Gabriel Arturo on the run. He gets a nice gain there of about 7 or 8 yards. And it will bring up 3rd and 5 for SUNTREE VIERA. Ball placed at about the 19-yard line as they are inside the total spine and orthopedics red zone. Fumble on the play. Christopher Nelson jumps on that football, but it's going to bring up 4th and 5 for the SUNTREE VIERA Hawks. And Jones fumbles the snap. Now he's trying to get to the outside. Jones down the sideline, pushed out of bounds. And he'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 6-yard line. That's enough for a SUNTREE VIERA Hawk first down. And it's 1st and goal from the 6-yard line. And Jennings Jones again takes something that should have been a disaster in the backfield and somehow still gets out around the corner, picks up the first down, and puts his team 1st and goal at the 6. That's going to be a false start.
And again, it's going to be a false start on the offense. It's going to bring them back 5 yards. It'll still be 1st and goal.
So the Hawks not doing themselves any favors here. with these pre-snap false start penalties. Arturo will get dropped in the backfield.
Arturo on the carry. Tackled by number 28,
Andre Collier on the tackle.
That'll bring up second down. And remember, folks, we can't have anybody on the fence or standing on the sidewalk. Everyone needs to be on the grass area so everyone behind you can catch all the action on the field. Again, nobody on the fence or on the sidewalk. Thank you.
And around the end zone, Jennings Jones, touchdown, SUNTREE VIERA.
Jennings Jones on the carry for the touchdown.
Jennings Jones making a play with his legs. 9-yard touchdown run for Jennings Jones.
And the Hawks line up for the point after attempt.
And once again, there are issues with the snap. But the Hawks will put 6 on the board, and it's 6-0. Their first drive of the first quarter. Again, we'd like to thank Total Spine and Orthopedics for stepping up and sponsoring today. We will be here all day long here on the Brevard Sports Network, all the way through the end of 14U. 311.
First and 10 for West Volusia.
First and 10 here for West Volusia. What's up, buddy? Absolutely. What's up? And there's another big run there by West Volusia. Down the sideline. The 20, 15, 10, and a touchdown saving tackle. James Ford on the big run. Brandon Warner with the touchdown saving tackle, and West Volusia, the 8U squad, showing up with the offense. And a timeout by SVYFL, as Coach is not happy about that one. This is usually a stout defense, and for them to give up a big first play like that. But a great run by Ford, getting to the outside there, and he kicked in the afterburners. Again, folks, I'm just happen to be catching the names from the PA guy, as West Volusia has not brought me any copies of their roster today. So looks like we're going to have us an interesting one here on the Brevard Sports Network. Again, let's thank Total Spine and Orthopedics.
First and goal, West Volusia.
Hey. No, she gave it to the PA guy. We both do. I'm the one who does it for Facebook. Yes. And there's the handoff. Check that ball is on the ground. We'll see what the flag is. Unsportsmanlike conduct on West Volusia. Now, I didn't see anything, so something must have been said at the bottom of the pile. Remember, certain words can draw the unsportsmanlike conduct. So that's going to be a 15-yard penalty, and that's going to back it up. So it's 2nd and goal from the 20. Quarterback under center. Number 2 is going to try to take it around, but that's going to be dead ball. I believe a false start. And so now it's going to be 2nd and goal from the 25-yard line. So West Volusia, after their first big play from scrimmage, turns around and backs themselves up to the 25-yard line, 2nd and goal. And there's number 2. Number 2 keeps it himself. Number 2 makes a man miss, makes a second man miss, and stopped by a group of Hawks after picking up about 3-4 yards on the play. It's going to be 3rd and goal from about the 23-yard line. There on the tackle was number 6, Garrett Zielinski. In the gun. Nope. Hands off to the third back through, and he will be brought down by a host of Hawks, including number 11, Jackson Genazzo. Number 56 also in there, Jeremy St. Angelo, as well as number 18, Porter Knowles, all in. And Gabriel Arturo led the charge there. So it's 4th and goal from the 19-yard line. They've got to score on this play. And there's number 5. Number 5 can avoid the tackle, and Gabriel Arturo again wrapping him up around the ankles. And so West Volusia had it 1st and 10 from the 6. But then an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty backs them just outside the red zone, and they can't recover. That will be the final play of the first quarter with your score. SUNTREE VIERA 6, West Volusia 0. We'll be back with second quarter action right here on the Brevard Sports Network. All right, we'd like to thank Natwick Insurance. Natwick Insurance for stepping up and being a partner of the Brevard Sports Network. The Natwick Insurance team is ready to help you with your home insurance and any other personal or commercial insurance you may have. Natwick Insurance is trusted choice and independent insurance agency that provides insurance solutions with personal service.
catch all the action live here at VIERA Regional Park.
10 minutes. Huh? I'll let you know when we find it. Sorry, I had to, the PA guy was trying to get my attention about something. First and 10 from the Hawks. Jones is in the quarterback position. Sends Nelson in motion. Jones tries to take it up field, up the middle, and found no running room. Great job by that West Volusia Wolves defense. It's going to bring up 2nd and 11 from the 34-yard line. Second at the 24-yard line. 9:13 left to go here in the first quarter. Sends a man in motion, and the referee. And that's a false start by the Hawks. So both teams having issues with penalties at the moment. Again, West Volusia was just inside the 6-yard line, gets an unsportsmanlike conduct, and that backs them up just outside the red zone. And now SUNTREE VIERA is dealing with the penalty bug. Jennings Jones goes with a handoff.
And a ball on the ground,
and it recovered by
gonna be a turnover.
West Volusia. Defense creates the turnover, and they have the ball back inside the Natwick Insurance red zone.
11-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 11. Can West Volusia make up for the mistake earlier and put this ball in the end zone? This is the second opportunity in the red zone they have. You've got to capitalize on opportunities like that. Your defense just went out there, got you a turnover. If you're an offense, you have got to put the ball in the end zone. And you know what? If you're SUNTREE VIERA, you need to ask your defense, look, we need you to bail us out again. Sorry, we put you in a bad spot, but we need you to stand up. Number 11 under center. Number 11 is going to try to call his own number. Number 11 cuts through, picks up a couple of yards. Gabriel Arturo on the tackle, but not before number 11 picks up a gain of 3 yards. 2nd and 7 from the 8-yard line. Again, the Natwick, they are inside the Natwick Insurance red zone. Around the outside, number 2 cuts inside, into the end zone. Touchdown, West Volusia. Number 2 from 8 yards out. And we are all tied up, folks. Now can West Volusia get the all-important point after touchdown? Number 2 is going to try to fight his way in, and he'll be denied. So we're all tied up with 7:22 left to go here in the second quarter. All tied up, 6-6 here on the Brevard Sports Network. And we like to. And look, and that's what I was talking about. When your defense gives you an opportunity, when your defense creates the opportunity, gets you the ball inside the 10-yard line or thereabouts, you have to put it in the end zone, and the offense did exactly what they needed to do. It's number 2. Again, we'd like to thank another one of our great sponsors here, American Air and Plumbing, Cool Zone, also the Brevard Sports Network sponsor for the Florida Tough Player of the Month. I'd also like to thank BlackRock Engineering and Technology, as well as Solutions Property Management. And here we go. And 7:22 left to go here in the second quarter. All tied up at 6, as you see right there on the Global Polygraph Analysis red scoreboard. So how does SUNTREE VIERA answer? They got Jones in at quarterback. Jones. And that was a busted play from the start. Jennings Jones on the carry, and he'll get about 2 yards. And there's an injured Wolf on the play. We do not show injuries. And while they tend to him, I'm going to get myself a drink of water and be right back with the rest of the game. And the young man gets up off of it, or on his own power, walks off the field, holding his arm. Hopefully it's just a stinger. You know, sometimes you get hit on that arm, that elbow wrong, and it stings.
It's second down and 9 for the Hawks.
So here we go. It's Janazo handing off, and once again that West Volusia defense is holding. John Stewart on the handoff will lose a couple yards. It's going to be 3rd and 10 now with 6:05 left. This is definitely a much improved West Volusia team than I saw a couple weeks ago when they played Satellite. Satellite, they couldn't get anything going, and look at this. Whatever needed fixing, they fixed it up. And right now, this 8U Hawks offense just looks so discombobulated and organized. People are missing plays. Quarterbacks are turning around and handing off to the wrong side of the field. It does not look like the typical 8U offense that we are accustomed to seeing. And I'm not being critical. I'm just, I'm making a point. This is not the offense that you normally come in and tune in to see. There's been a lot of uncharacteristic mistakes that you don't see this team make all that often. So it's going to bring up 4th and 12 for SUNTREE VIERA. And Janazo's going to punt this football. And nice line drive punt. Picks it up at the 45 and brought down by number 10, Hudson Argo on the tackle. And Chase Halls on the return, and that's going to be the second quarter water break with 5:24 left to go here in the second quarter. We are all tied up on the BlackRock Engineering and Technology scoreboard, 6-6. Of course, I'd like to thank our sponsor, American Air and Plumbing. Trust American Air and Plumbing for fast AC repairs or rugged AC systems like their Florida edition, built to withstand our brutal Florida climate, or the revolutionary Daikin AC with rebates up to $800 and warranties up to 12 years. American Air and Plumbing, serving Brevard since 1942. Find them online at AmericanAirandPlumbing.com, or as you see there on the bottom of your screen, give them a call at 321-632-COLD. Again, that's 321-632-COLD. And here we are. The West Volusia offense takes over 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line. Number 11 has found some running room right there through the A-gap, and he'll go down it after about a 5 or 6 yard gain. And West Volusia running a simple offense. Left A-gap, right A-gap. Direct snap, stop it. We dare you. 4:50 left to go here in the second quarter. There's number 2 now. Number 2 on the carry. Number 2 breaking tackles, handing out stiff arms like Christmas presents. And finally brought down. There is a flag on the play. It'll be interesting to see what this flag is. That should be a West Volusia first down, penalty notwithstanding. Face mask, and that's going to be an additional 15 yards for West Volusia. So on top of a big run, they get 15 extra yards, and West Volusia right now looks to have the momentum swing to their side as they are running the football at will and now getting aided with a 15-yard penalty. They are inside Hawk territory at the Hawk 31-yard line. And a timeout taken by West Volusia. Coach wants to make sure everyone is reading the same book, on the same page, on the same line. Again, because this is a crucial drive here. There's 4:14 left to go. If you're West Volusia and can score one more time, your defense is playing excellent. SUNTREE VIERA is making a bunch of mistakes on offense, which is making your defense look really, really good. You want to try to get a score here. I mean, obviously, you're saying, well, obviously, Caleb, you always want to score in your own offense. But this is just such a crucial time. 4 minutes left to go in the half. You go up 12 or 13-6 into halftime. Again, nothing on the VIERA offense right now looks like it scares you at the moment. Your defense is holding true. So you want to make sure this is an opportunity not wasted. And I love that timeout there by the coach. Let's make sure everybody knows what to do. No miscommunication here. So 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line. Number 2 in the backfield. Looks like number 7 under center. Hands off to number 11. Number 11 gets to the outside. Following his blockers. Cuts back inside. Fakes it back. And he will have enough for a West Volusia first down. Check that. I thought he had enough for a West Volusia first down. He was stopped just short. But once again, there's another play that gets you almost there. 8 yards 8 yards up. You know, right now West Volusia is running an offense that's picking them up 6, 7 yards a pop. That's how you effectively run the football. And number 11 fights for a couple of yards. And he should have enough for a West Volusia first down. And it will be, as they get the chains. Timeout. And by SUNTREE VIERA. SUNTREE VIERA knows how big this possession is. Looks like the ball's going to be placed at about the 19-yard line. So it's 1st and 10 from the 19. This is, again, big drive here. And right now, like I said, West Volusia is running at will. As we have the 10U Wolves having a heated NFL discussion. 10U Wolves are right below me and kind of getting right. Your coach is sitting here talking strategy, and all of a sudden somehow they're busted out into a heated NFL discussion in which someone started yelling about Lamar Jackson and how he's the best. So pretty heated discussion down there. Great day out here at VIERA Regional Park. Here we go. 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line. West Volusia. 3:18 left to go in the half. Quarterback under center. It's going to be given to number two. Number 2 tripped up in the backfield by number 25, Cooper Wallace, in to make the ankle tackle. Holding on the defense. That's going to help out West Volusia. Check that. It's holding on the offense. So that'll back them up about 10 yards. And once again, the self-inflicting penalties, you can't do that. Holding is going to be one of the biggest offensive drawbacks, especially when you're in the red zone. Holding is usually just the biggest drive killer, as they'll back them up to about. And here we go, another run up the middle.
And he's going to get pushed back, maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 2nd down and 20.
2nd and 20 for the Wolves. 2:42 and counting left to go here in the half. There's the direct snap. There's number 2 getting around to the outside. Makes a man miss. Cuts back inside. He's got room. He runs into one of his own blockers and still finding his way to pick up some positive yardage. And that's another holding penalty on the offense. So now as they get set to move them back even further. And now that's going to bring up second and like 28. I'd like to thank Solutions Property Management for being a partner of Brevard Sports Network.
We're going to have a timeout for the Wolves.
And a timeout taken by the Wolves, and coach is going to have a word with his players. They had it. They had the ball at the 19-yard line to start this red zone appearance, and now have backed themselves up with a false start and 2 holding penalties.
And just a reminder, we got some food trucks out there today, some good barbecue, some hot dogs, something cool, something
And again, I'd like to thank Solutions Property Management. Solutions Property Management maintains a disciplined relationship with their current tenants. However, they understand that a prompt service with compassion is also necessary to retain a healthy tenancy. Find them online at www.solutionsrentalsfl.com or give them a call at 321-684-7792. So West Volusia with second and a trip back to Deltona.
we're going to have second and very, very long for West Volusia.
Number 14 under center. And he gives the handoff. Number 11 trying to get around the corner and can't get out and around. Tackle made there by Hudson Argo and Jackson Genazzo. And Gabriel Arturo also there. There is a down Wolf on the play. And that was a loss of yards on the play. So that'll now make it third and even longer. A minute 22 left to go here in the half. And the player is able to get up and walk off under his own power. And it's third down as the Hawks defense looking to try to get a stop and get their offense another opportunity with the football before the half. We're all tied up here, 6-6, 1 minute and counting left to go here in the second quarter. As always, let us know who you're watching, where you're watching from, who you're cheering on. We always love going back and looking at our broadcasts and seeing just where everyone's watching from. And here comes number two brought down by Hudson Argo. Hudson Argo with a solo open field tackle. 29 seconds left to go in the half, and it's going to be fourth. And now it's a trip around Epcot. It is that long, folks. This red zone opportunity started on the 19-yard line. 2 holding penalties and a false start is how we've gotten back here. 29 seconds left to go here in the quarter. as now the 10U Wolves get set to go put their cleats on and go start doing their warm-ups. And there's another run around the outside. And Hudson Argo, back-to-back-to-back tackles by Hudson Argo, making the play for that SUNTREE VIERA Hawk defense. 18 seconds left in the half. And the Hawks call one of their timeouts. Keep the clock stopped at 18 seconds. And as we wait, again, we'd like to thank Solutions Property Management, BlackRock Engineering and Technology, Best Private Investigations. And here we go. The offense takes the field. Can the offense make the adjustments they needed to and score with 18 seconds left? We got us a barn burner here, folks. 6-6. 18 seconds left in the half.
It's 1st and 10 for the Hawks. 18 seconds left in the half.
Arturo in the backfield. Sends a man in motion. There's Jones on the double reverse. Cuts upfield there, does number 13, but Christopher Nelson's going to go nowhere. And that was their big play attempt, and that will be the final play of the first half with your score. All tied up at 6. Coming up here at halftime, if the cheerleaders perform, I will leave the mic on so you can hear and watch them. If they do not perform, then it will be nothing here at halftime.
let's hear it for those visiting West Volusia Lady Wolves. And now let's make some noise for your SUNTREE VIERA HAWKS Lady Cheerleaders. And let's make some noise for your HAWKS cheerleaders.
All right, welcome back here to the Brevard Sports Network. And, folks, it's the second half here of the 8U game. And the Hawks will start off with possession. 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. For those waiting for 10U, I will let you all know from West Volusia. West Volusia has gotten me a copy of the 10U roster, so I'll be able to call their names on the broadcast. Jackson Genazzo, the quarterback for the Hawks. And once again, another penalty and more of these pre-snap mistakes from SUNTREE VIERA. False start on the offense. That'll back them up 5 yards. It's going to be now 1st and 15 from the 30-yard line. Now, I wasn't able to, be near the team during halftime, but I can only imagine the coach said we can't have those pre-snap penalties. Genazzo on the snap. And this one stopped dead for whistles, and it's going to be another. Oh no, it's going to be an offsides on the Wolves. So they've given the 5 yards back, and now it's 1st and 10. First and 10 from the 35 now. And cuts it upfield. And the handoff taken there by number 13, Christopher Nelson. And the Wolves said, we saw how that one was going to play out. And it's now going to be only a gain of 1. 2nd down and 9, as there's an injured Wolf on the turf. And again, like saying global polygraph analysis. Established in 2019, their mission is to provide government, federal, state, and local and private individuals with the highest quality in polygraph examination service available. GPA seeks to provide polygraph examination service to enhance the safety and security by taking part in the worldwide efforts to seek the truth. Information is at the bottom of your screen. Global polygraph analysis. Young man walking off the field under his own power.
We are 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 from the 36-yard line. Genazzo in the backfield. Genazzo fakes handoff. And Genazzo will be taken down there by number 23 on the tackle. And once again, this Wolves defense coming out and not giving the Hawks anything. 8 minutes left to go here in quarter number 3 of 8U action right here on the Brevard Sports Network. Genazzo in the gun. Goes up and forcefully pushes his lineman into position. I've never seen a quarterback do that. That's funny. Sends a man in motion. He's going to give it to Christopher Nelson. Nelson around the outside. Christopher Nelson down the seam. Finally brought down there by number 11. But a big run for Christopher Nelson and a SUNTREE VIERA Hawk first down inside Wolf territory. And what a play by Christopher Nelson. They finally came back to it. They went to it on two plays ago, got called for a false start, or actually got called on the offsides. So then they come back to it 2 plays later, and it runs successfully down to the Wolf 35-yard line. Went from the 35 to the 35. Ginazzo gives off to Stewart, and Stewart to the ends around the outside.
Run by number 21,
John Stewart will have himself another SUNTREE VIERA Hawk first down and then some, setting up 1st and 10 at about the 16-yard line as they are inside the Global Polygraph Analysis red zone. Can the Hawks make the most of this opportunity? Ginazzo in the gun. Stewart, sidecar right. And it's going to be a false start on the Hawks. And listen, this is what West Volusia did on their last offensive possession. Got inside the red zone, and then penalties, self-inflicting.
Yeah, it's going to be 5 yards in the Hawks' direction. It's going to be 1st and 5 for SUNTREE VIERA.
Okay, so the referee came and gave the wrong signal. It's offsides on the Wolves, so it's going to be 1st and 5 at about the 11-yard line. And
By number 13,
Christopher Nelson gets wrapped up by number 68 and number 14 for the Wolves.
And about 4 for the Hawks.
Picks up a yard. 2nd and 4 for SUNTREE VIERA. 5:38 left to go here in quarter number 3. A beautiful Florida day for some great football. 2nd and 4. They send Nelson in motion. Give it off to Stewart. Stewart breaks the tackle out of the backfield. Stewart gets around the edge. Stewart, freelance into the end zone. Touchdown, SUNTREE VIERA. And psych, no touchdown, holding on the play. And once again, SUNTREE VIERA shooting themselves in the foot.
It's still 2nd down.
It's going to be 2nd and about 12 or 13 on the play. 2nd and 14 officially. 5:04 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. You see right up there on the Solutions Property Management scoreboard, it's 6-6 right here on the Brevard Sports Network. Second and long for the Hawks. 2nd and 14. Stewart checks his play call band. Ginazzo fakes the handoff to Stewart. Stops, fires. He's got a man. He's wide open. Numbers 10. Touchdown. Hudson Argo on the reception from 21 yards out. But there is a flag on the play, and it looks to be in the direction of holding, as there's also an injured Wolf on the play. So, waiting on the penalty. And the Wolf will walk off under his own power. Now wait for the call. Personal foul roughing the passer against the Wolves. Touchdown will stand. Hudson Argo, 21-yard pitch and catch. And it's 12-6 with 4:34 left to go here in the third quarter.
The Hawks will line up for the points after attempt. A field goal in this league counts as 2 points. Or a kick counts as 2 points.
And SUNTREE VIERA is going to attempt the 2-point kick. Jones to hold. Kick is up. And good. Jackson Genazzo with the 2-point kick. And SUNTREE VIERA puts 8 points on the board. And it's 14-6. Oh. Check that. It was no good, apparently. Everyone in the stadium thought it was good, and the officials said nope, it's no good. So the officials are right under the goalpost. I trust their decision making. But it's 12-6 in favor of SUNTREE VIERA. 4:34 left to go here in the third quarter. Wait to see what West Volusia's got on offense. They showed a lot of offensive firepower in being able to run the ball effectively there in that first half. Just the second time when they got in the red zone, you know, simple mistakes, 2 holding penalties and a false start penalty. You know, you lose 25 yards, it's hard to get those back. So, what corrections has West Volusia made?
Third quarter, 4:25 left in the third.
And now coming up on 4:20 left to go here in the third quarter.
Yeah, they're starting at the 20 because of the roughing the passer penalty. It's going to be assessed at the start of the possession.
Oh, so it won't be from the 35. They enforced the roughing the passer penalty on the touchdown on the start of the possession, and that play went nowhere. And there's a flag on the play. Personal foul against the Hawks. That'll give West Volusia a 15-yard advantage.
The Hawks, and it'll still be a first down.
That'll be a first down for West Volusia.
5-yard line.
And now it'll be first and 10 from the 35. They were backed up to the 20 plus 15. Yep. That math always checks out. That's why I love math. This plus this will always equal this.
And we're going to have a stoppage of play.
And whistle blows this play dead. False start on the offense. So first and 15 from the 30-yard line now. As the coach makes the play call, number 2, one of the running back in the backfield. Ball's on the ground.
By the Wolves.
Recovered by West Volusia.
Second. And they have lost a yard on the play. And we're going to get a timeout to West Volusia.
Timeout West Volusia. His coach would like to come out and have a conversation with his players. While they're having that conversation, I'd also like to tell you about another one of our great sponsors here on Brevard Sports Network, Total Spine and Orthopedic. Total Spine and Orthopedic. You don't have to live with pain to schedule your free MRI review. Give them a call at 321-499-4646 or find them online at TotalSpineOrtho.com. Again, that's www.TotalSpineOrtho.com. Information is at the bottom of your screen. If you suffer from any kind of neck, back, knee, joint pain, give them a call and see if they can't help you live your life the way you want to without the painful distractions. And 2:53 left to go in the quarter. And number 2 getting around to the outside, trying to turn the corner, and finally brought down.
On the run there, he's going to get about 4 on the play. It'll bring him
Number 0 there down on the play. Carter Duval came and tried to lay a hit and ended up taking one in the process.
So there looks to be a flag again on the play, and we're going to have a hold, it looks like, on the offense.
Holding on the offense. Number 2 is a big back, and look, guys his size are not supposed to move that quickly, and he's got some speed to him. Good balance, runs right behind his pads.
And that's going to be long. It's second and long.
Second and long for the holding penalty. Second and 25 for the Wolves. And there goes number 2 again. Cuts back inside, but eventually brought down by a whole host of Hawks. And there's another flag.
Looks like it's going to be a face mask against the Hawks.
Face mask on the Hawks. That'll be a 15-yard penalty. There have been a lot of penalties called in this game, called on both teams. So I regardless, so now it's 3rd down.
For the Wolves.
Third and about 18 for the Wolves. Hand off right up the middle. And the Hawks shut that down.
Jace Polis on the carry.
Number 14, Lindsey Laloy Jr. on the tackle, as well as number
Got a timeout. On the
7, Ali Herrera on the tackle. And there's a down Hawk on the field. As this game now reaches the hour and 18 mark. Still a minute 40 left in the 3rd quarter. And while we have that opportunity, I'm going to take myself a quick drink real quick as the Hawk is up and walking off under his own power. It's cannot see the number on the jersey. The jersey's kind of folded up and the coach is covering the number as he walks off under his own power. And here we go. Minute 30 left to go. And counting. And it's 4th down for the Wolves. 4th and about 14. There's number 2. Tries to cut back, dodges one tackle, but brought down by number 56, Jeremy St. Angelo on the tackle. Turnover on downs, and that will give the Hawks a short field to work with. And number 2 is not happy. Look, number 2 has been trying to find his running room, and unfortunately he ends up running into a lot of his blockers. And I'll say this, it's not his fault. As linemen, you're told you always go forward. You're never going to catch a guy as he passes you. You never run backwards as an offensive lineman. You always run forward and always try to find more work. And that's what number 2 is irritated with. Is the linemen that are running backwards, he's running into them while he's trying to go forward.
And it'll be Hawks ball 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line. 25 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. 25 seconds.
Coming on 20 seconds left to go here in the 3rd quarter. SUNTREE VIERA up 12-6. And nice little gain there by Chinazo. And that will be the final play of the 3rd quarter with your score. SUNTREE VIERA 12, West Volusia 6. We'll be right back with 4th quarter action right here on the Brevard Sports Network. All right, here we go. 2nd and 8 for the Hawks to start quarter number 4. 8U action right here on the Brevard Sports Network. Coming up, we're going to have 10U action. West Volusia has given me a roster, so for those of you from West Volusia, I will be able to call West Volusia names and give their athletes their proper due. And the Hawks have used a timeout here to start the 4th quarter. One timeout used. They have 2 left. That's so either they're planning something or something didn't go right in that huddle. Because typically in between quarter, you can usually get it's usually considered almost like a free timeout. You can get a play called and get everything going. But so either they're planning something or something did not go right in that huddle that they had originally wanted. 10 minutes left to go here in the 4th quarter. It is yet to start. We are waiting. 2nd and 8 for the SUNTREE VIERA HAWKS. And they're trading out players. And Janazzo's trying to tell all those guys, look, get in your proper position, right? There's a snap. Janazzo takes it upfield, and he'll be brought down after a gain of about 2 or 3 on the play. And it'll bring up 3rd and short. 3rd and about 2, as a gain of 6 yards on the play was picked up. Janazzo again gets his teammates in the proper position. Janazzo's going to take it on his own and be dropped in the backfield. As West Volusia said, wait, we just saw this play, and we know exactly where he's going. False start, and that's going to back up the Hawks. So here it is. 3rd and 8. Janazzo again calling his own number. And Janazzo taken down. Timeout by the Hawks. That's now 2 timeouts used in the first 2 minutes of the 4th quarter. And, you know, you got questions? It's going to bring up 4th down for the Hawks. 4th and about 8. Here we go. Janazzo in the gun. And Janazzo's going to take off. Janazzo to the sideline, cuts back inside. There's a flag on the play, and that's a defensive stop. And it's going to be a turnover on downs because that flag is going to be a false start on the Hawks. So that will be a turnover on downs. The defense gets the job done. False start. Penalty will be declined. It will be a turnover on downs. 1st and 10 for West Volusia. 8:17 left to go in the game. And if West Volusia can mount an offensive drive to tie this one up, here we go. Can West Volusia mount up the offense they need? We've seen them do it a couple times, just not able to put it in the end zone, but we've seen them have sustained drives. Can they do it now and finish off the drive? Coming up on 8 minutes left in the game. And here we go.
It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Wolves.
1st and 10 from about the 22-yard line. Comes near side. And he will be brought down by number 6, Garrett Zielinski. But another flag on the field. Holding on the Wolves. This has probably been one of the most penalized Pop Warner games I think I've witnessed. And that goes on. I'm saying that going both ways. I mean, there have been lots of flags on both squads today. So West Volusia will get backed up 10 yards. And number 2's trying to find some running room, but unfortunately the offensive line is not able to open up the holes that he needs. On top of that, the speed of that Hawks defense, they're quick. They're jamming that middle up. Number 39, Gabriel Artura. So it's going to bring up 2nd and long for the Wolves as number 2 again trying to find some running room. Hudson Argo on the tackle, and the ball carrier is injured. This is an injured Wolf down. We like to continue to thank our sponsors. Total Spine and Ortho, you don't have to live with pain. Get back to doing the things you enjoy most in your life with minimally invasive treatments and no painful distractions. Give them a call at 321-499-4646 or visit them online at www.totalspineortho.com as the young man walks off under his own power, holding his elbow.
We've got 5:56 left in the game today.
And unfortunately that was number 2, and he's been a warrior today. He's had to endure a lot of punishment. He's taken a lot of hits today. Number 2 for West Volusia has been an absolute warrior. .536 left to go in the game. And this is a really big 3rd down for West Volusia and a big 3rd down for SUNTREE VIERA. There's a tackle made in the backfield.
On the tackle, Jackson Janazzo.
Jackson Janazzo and Gabriel Artura both in to make the tackle in the backfield. Fourth down inside the 8-yard line. And there's the punt. And the Hawks better jump on it.
And the kick is up, and did it touch a Hawk? Did it not?
Yes, it did.
And then who recovered? Let's see. Waiting for it. We've got
West Volusia will recover, and West Volusia gets a new set of downs.
first down, SUNTREE VIERA.
Oh, wait a minute. So even though it counts as a fumble, they didn't recover it past the first down marker. That was only a 5-yard punt. So, yes, it is 1st and 10, SUNTREE VIERA. So West Volusia recovered the punt, but because it wasn't past the first down marker, it is not counted as a new set of downs. And another timeout is called, or the fourth quarter water break, one of the two. As SUNTREE VIERA gets the ball inside the 12-yard line with 4 minutes left in the game. If you're SUNTREE VIERA, you would love nothing more than to score again and put this one on ice. If you're West Volusia, you're hoping you can force another turnover. Give your offense a chance.
It's 1st and 10 at around the 13-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 13. Jones is going to take it. Jones cuts up field. A late flag on the play. And another injured player. Unsportsmanlike conduct, and I believe that player's just been ejected. So he either said something or did something in the pile, and he is now ejected from the game. Wow. I didn't see what he did, but
It looks like it's going to be 2nd down and about 2.
now I'll say this. In the first half, there was an unsportsmanlike called, and I think in Pop Warner, it's like every other level. If you get 2 unsportsmanlike conducts, you're gone. So, again, I don't know if that's what happened. I'm speculating because I don't know. But that's the only reasonable thing I can think of is that was that kid's second unsportsmanlike conduct. Because I didn't see anything that would warrant an ejection. False start on the Hawks. And that'll back them up 5 yards. 3:02 left to go in the game. And there's Jones, hands it off to Stewart. Stewart tracked down. And John Stewart will be marked down short of a first down. Bring up third down, third and about, I'll say 4. If you're SUNTREE VIERA, I mean, your biggest thing is milking the clock, but you also know from a coaching perspective, you want to put points on the board here. Get the ball in the red zone. You know, the principle is you need to put it in the end zone. And that's going to be a false start on the Hawks. Well, I don't know the coaching staff of West Volusia very well, but I know the coaching staff of SUNTREE VIERA very well. And that coaching staff there's going to be a lot of running in practice for as many penalties as this team has had, regardless of the win or loss. The good coaching staffs, you will run for a game like this in which there's this many pre-snap penalties, holding penalties. You're going to run. And you know, I had a coach in high school. For every penalty was 100 yards. And Ginazzo coming around the edge to the outside, breaks through into the end zone. Touchdown, SUNTREE VIERA, and this one's been put on ice.
Number 1,
Jones Jennings. Jennings Jones, as there's another player injured on the play, as he is now up and walking under his own power. As the 2-point conversion, or the 2-point kick looking to be kicked here. Score is 18-6 pending the 2-point kick. The hold is good. Ginazzo kicks that one straight into the gut of the young man. But it still counts as a block. And Ginazzo's got the foot because that young man is holding his stomach. But so the 2-point kick is no good. And now it'll be 1st and 10 from the 35. 2-score lead, and this one's just about over by everything except the clock. 1:11 left to go in the game. Well, okay, I shouldn't say that. I've seen some crazy things happen, but I would need a compound thing of crazy things to happen for this game to not result in a SUNTREE VIERA Hawk victory. Timeout, and let's thank Total Spine and Orthopedic. Total Spine and Orthopedics, you don't have to live with pain. Contact them. The information is there on the bottom of your screen. Schedule your free MRI review to go back to living life the way you want to live it. So first and 35, or first and 10 from the 35. The Hawks in what has been it's been a sloppy game on both sides. Lots of penalties, and I'm sure these coaching staffs will both get everything corrected as we're nearing the end of the season and looking at standings for the ECC playoffs. I believe next week is the final game of the regular season, and then we head into playoffs. So, here we go. And there's a handoff there to number 11. Number 11 gets to the outside. There's a flag. Flag is thrown for, that's going to be a holding. 56 seconds left. And that's going to be a holding on the offense. So that'll back them up 10 yards. Second and 20 now, with 56 seconds left to go. There's number 11 on the handoff. Number 11 trying to get to the outside. Being chased by a host of Hawks, and number 11 gets chased out of bounds. Pick him up a couple of yards. 20 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter, and the SUNTREE VIERA HAWKS will come away with an 18-6 victory here in the 8U division. The Hawks are now 2-0 on the day. Coming up, we got 10U action right here on the Brevard Sports Network. And that'll do it, folks. Your final score: SUNTREE VIERA HAWKS 18, West Volusia Wolves 6. We'll be back with 10U action coming up.